All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akwakadash. All right, double honor to the elder apostles and the elders, GMS, peace, salutations, blessings to Akim. Laboring is true. All right, and the believers as well, Shalom. So, this is news and prophecy. All right, so I'm just going to get a few, I got a couple news clippings, or, So here he is on RT.com talking about Russia moves to withdraw from WTO, all right, and the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and the World Trade Organization. All right, so Russia, the Medes, is, making moves, all right, against this beast system. All right, you got America, which is the Babylon the Great, that whore that rideth the beast, and the beast being, these EU and NATO, all right, under the NATO alliance. All right, and you got Russia, basically, ain't with it. All right, so that's what look and possibly say, that the Lord is gonna stir up the Medes. All right, the Medes being the modern day Russians, and also, eventually, all of America's allies will, hate the whore. Referring to Revelation. I can't think what chapter that is, but talking about, they all should burn her with fire. All her allies. Let me get that real quick. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right, and that 10 horns going, like I said, going to, the EU and NATO, all the allies of America. So, eventually the time will come where the Lord gonna put it in these kings' heart. It's like say Proverbs, was that chapter 21? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing that. So we know a point in time gonna come where, the elect going to be sealed, and the destruction is going to proceed. All right, and it's going to end in all these other countries, hitting that button, sending them nukes. All right, them ICBM missiles, they're going to be flying from everywhere in all directions, but a good portion of them is going to be headed straight for the target, Babylon the Great, America. It says, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that fire is by way and means of them ICBM missiles, that's prophesied throughout the scriptures to, be that second death, all right, the second flood. But instead, the first one being with water, this one's going to prophesy to be with fire. So let me get back to this, read a little bit. This says Russia moves to withdraw from the WTO and the WHO. I'm going to jump on down here. So Russia withdrew from the Council of Europe. Now the next step is to withdraw from the World Trade Organization and the World Health Organization, which, and brothers is, keeping up the WHO, the World Health Organization, which is run by, these the elites, all right, these banking families. They're not elected officials, even though these elected officials are all puppets at the end of the day. The WHO, these people are trying to basically set up that one world government, that one world system. All right, and they plan on meeting, somewhere, here soon to, supposedly, vote this or that, whatever. At the end of the day, they all gonna join, together in, that one world system. All right, and they're gonna implement that MOTB, the Karama. Let me get a few precepts here. So this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So what you're seeing, what you're witnessing right now is prophecy playing out. All right, and this is the earth is getting to the hand of wicked, Job 9:24. So this is their kingdom. This is Esau's kingdom currently. But what you're witnessing, like I said, the Lord stirring up the Medes, which the modern day Russians are Edomites as well. All right, so basically, what it say? Satan, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. Mark chapter 3, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against Satan and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. In the words of Yahushua. All right. So what we're witnessing is prophecy playing out, and by the way of Satan being divided against Satan. All right, which that plays a big role in this end time prophecy. Let me get this. Isaiah. Where's that? Jeremiah. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes. I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And you're seeing, America battling great, with your puppet leader, old Biden. What they doing, putting these sanctions, against Russia and this and that. And hey, ever since they started sanctioning Russia, it said the ruble, the Russian currency that they use, has like quadrupled, all right, in value compared to the euro, if I ain't mistaken. All right. So again, the Medes, they don't have no delight in America and what it has to offer. All right. They, through the spirit, Russia probably see, how America's wine, the philosophies of America has completely, completely went through the earth. All right. Let's see. What's we gonna get? Okay, here's another little story here, and this is kind of local, close to where I'm at. All right, and it's Oklahoma, okay, northeastern Oklahoma. So we ain't used to, people around this area probably ain't never even seen an alligator. All right, and it's a little city lake, a little small city lake. It's a nearly a 10-foot long alligator found in Claremore Lake, euthanized by game wardens. All right, so it's a nearly 10-foot long alligator in a city lake. Somewhere where alligators do not. It's not their natural habitat. Of course, to go on and say they think someone. They think someone, released the gator, or whatever it may be. At the end of the day, it's signs. All right, signs of the times. Let me see if I can find this preset. can't remember how it goes. Talking about how the beast will let's see, newly created. I think that might be the same verse. Let's see. That's not it. I'm trying to find that precept where it say, man. Talking about how the beasts of the field going to change their place. You know, I can't think of how it goes though. Salakia. Change your natural Salakia. Let me see if I can't find them. Let's go on. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Salakia. Drop the headphone. Yeah. Alright, Salakia. So if I find that precept, Lil William, if I remember, I'll put it in the comment section. You know. But man. Change there. I don't think that's how it goes. No. Salakia. But yeah. Let's get this one. Teeth of Wild Beast. In Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 39. Verse I'll start verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Alright, so not only with, you know, these wild beasts, but you know, these devils on this earth, you know, wicked, you know, you might have some wicked jakes out here. What it is, at any given time, the Lord, Yahushua, hey, you know, he could put that spirit of vengeance upon, you know, a person or, you know, a wild beast, you know, to play out judgment. All right, and it go even far in that to like the elements. You know, you think about like a storm, tempest, you know, like tornadoes, earthquake. Hey, Lord, Yahushua had endless ways of getting down in the earth. All right, you know, just like these little devils you be seeing, that, you know, the latest, you know, hate shooting by that little Edomite up there in what was that? I'm gonna say Buffalo. I might be mistaken. You know, up there in the Northeast. You know what I mean? Hey, the Lord put that you know, Satan had that demonic spirit on that, the spirit of vengeance on that Edomite. You know? Hey, he saw the sword. Alright. Alright, so continue on, verse 29. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And hey, it's like the same revelation. You know, behold, when we talk about that pale horse, hey, we come to that time, that pale horse. You know, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Alright, plagues, famine, destruction, pestilence. You know, the beginning of sorrows, beginning of Jacob's trouble. Alright, time like, you know, it ain't never been the worst time imaginable upon the face of the earth. That's what we're that's the time we entered into. All right, and all this, Lil Will, all this, Akim, Akwatium, brothers and sisters whom in this truth are families, Lil Will, Yahweh Shai had that mercy upon us. Hey, if it be Lil Will, he had mercy upon our family. Hey, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's gonna matter in these times to come. All the hell breaking loose. East side here, the troops, AI dogs, fucking. Hey man, they would say dead bodies should be cast out like dung. So fire and hell and famine and death, all these require for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. Huh? Punishing the wicked to destruction. That's why you hear this word, you have to repent, rehearse righteous acts as the best of our ability, and continue therein, like saying, was that 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16? That's where we're at with it. All right, you got your scoffers, mockers, debaters, people is bugged out off doctrine, trying to bring the world into the gospel, trying to change up the doctrine, which that has, Christianity, these Catholic, all these other religions, mass confusion has been spread. That's why I say gross darkness should cover the earth and the people. All right, it has. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Take heed unto, I'll start verse 15. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them. All right, meditate upon these scriptures. Let's say be occupied in prophecy. All right, understand that this is a temporary time. Our time now, is temporary. We're looking for what is to come, that eternal. All right, we ain't focused on the here and now. So meditate upon these things, get ourselves wholly to them, that prophecy may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and to the doctrine, continue in them. All right. So for in this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. And that's what through the Spirit, Yahweh Shai, Kwakadash. That's what the brothers is doing. The brotherhood, pushing this truth out. All right. Let's see, where was I? Okay, yeah, back to this Sirach chapter 39. I was wanting to get something else. Salaki. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And that's exactly what we're witnessing. That's exactly what it is. Even for the the hopeful elect. At some point in time, when Yahweh drew back that breath, in 350 years. All right. That's when the gross darkness completely, cut the earth. But now, it's basically still, gross darkness cutting the earth. But, us are the hopeful elect, by the mercy of Yahweh Shai that have been called to this truth. We see that we come to that light. We ain't no longer in the gross darkness. We have a better understanding of what it is. All right, and you try to get some understanding. And what's Isaiah 33 and 6? Wisdom, knowledge should be stability at that time, strength, salvation, fear of the Lord is treasure. And you try to get some understanding from one of these other bugged out doctrines, and you're gonna be fucking Salaki on my line, but you're gonna be you ain't gonna get any. You're gonna be they're gonna send you for a loop-de-loop. All right, you got Christian doctrine talking about the Antichrist gonna come, and then in the scripture, the Lord Hashai clearly say, even now there are many Antichrists and Messiahs. All right, that straight just killed that bugged out doctrine. All right, but it's some of the things that have been taught by traditions of men and these people whom the Lord ain't open up their eyes to be able to see, in their heart to be able to receive the truth, at this point in time. And hey, at the end of the day, the elect, no matter, where they is or whatever, the elect gonna be sealed, by the word. All right. I say, in gross darkness the people, but the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And hey, some of the elder apostles on down, like my brothers. You seen the glory of Yahweh Shemashai. You seen that marvelous light, which is the truth, the doctrine, the word. Alright? In true sincerity, being broken down correctly. Alright? Diligent, very diligent. Start with the elder apostles on down, brothers, laboring this truth. Man. And for all all the newcomers, new brothers, whomever, hey, it's laid out, just like the elder apostles say, they enter into other men's labors, but they also have revelations, throughout the years, and through diligence, study, in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, which that's what it amounts to at the end of the day. The spirit are able to have the full understanding of these scriptures and able to be great teachers, which, hey, the water Yahweh Shem Yahshai, at the end of the day, what's that, Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15, and give a passage according to my heart. The Lord give a passage according to his heart, to feed us with that knowledge. All right. So it's laid out. You got your off doctrines. You got your, celebrity Israelite groups, yada yada. You got your vocabs. You got your flat earthers. You got your devils. You got your, you know what I mean. And then you got those whom just they complete darkness. They don't have a chance. All right. But hey, we ain't worried about them. Just like say, not worried about how the ungodly should perish and win, but rather how the righteous will be saved. It was at 2nd Ezra chapter, is that 6 or 9? Yeah, knock on the door. I don't know. It's a knock on the door. I'm making a video. I would go around to the fence. It's like, damn. Oh yeah, 2nd Ezra was at, I'm not sure where it's at. Chapter. I forgot. I got thrown off. Salakia. Yeah, it might be this one. Let me see. All right, let me see. Second Ezra chapter 9. Let me see if this is it. Yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and win, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. All right, that's what we're trying to do. Inquire how the righteous be saved by, holding fast this doctrine, and for the brothers whom are able, put in that work. All right, spread, spread the gospel, And the words gonna do the rest. All right, just like how all of us were woken to the truth. We're called into this truth. Whether or not we be chosen or not, Lord will, but we was called by the word. The word drew us in. All right, it stirred up our pure minds by way of remembrance. Again, Lord will that number at the end of the day. All right, say again, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 10. Therefore, be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. All right, but that's pretty much the point. Just a little lesson, some news. All right. So with that, I say, all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shema Shah, about Shema Kwakadash.